Welcome back to another Hobby Odyssey fitness session. So, this one's going to be a quick, short one because I'm just updating on the Thursday strength session only. Turns out I can't get to the Friday Tabata high intensity one this week. Sad, very sad, because I have a tradesman coming to fix a floor of ours. So, we're living with a hole in front of our toilet and bathroom at the moment. Yeah, it'd be nice to get rid of it, but it's going to be sad to say goodbye this week to Tabata. So only 3 sessions. I'm feeling a bit lazy now that I've started getting into a routine, but that's what it is. Sometimes sacrifices, but sacrifices make the man. Sometimes, possibly. Anyway, strength session coming right up. Okay, so strength was a bit of can I say it? An embuggerance, to be honest. It was, it pushed me a little bit. Maybe I pushed myself. Felt good afterwards, though. Felt pretty good. So it was a pretty simple one this time around. It was, it's not an EMOM. What am I talking about? So it was 2 laps of 2 sets of each. So we had 10 exercises in total. We did 2 sets of those, rotated onto the next one. Then once we got through the whole set of 10 exercises, 2 sets of each of those 10 exercises, we went for lap 2. So keep that in mind. Doubled up on the whole set of 10 exercises, but it was good. It was good, and it gave us a bit more time on some of them to up the weights a little bit, which is the intention of the strength ones. So it is intended to help us build strength, though sometimes it is hard to pick a weight to go up to. Anyway, let's start. So number one was a dumbbell step down, and you're doing this for each leg. So you do 35 seconds of this on one leg. On the next 35 seconds, so set 2, you do the other leg. Essentially, it's a weights bench, and you have 1 or 2 dumbbells. So I had 2 dumbbells, went for, what did I go for? Maybe like 25 to 30 kilos. Can't remember. Let's say 25. Anyway, you go up, you step up, you're on top of this weights bench, and you are dropping one leg down behind you, and to try to keep your balance. Let's pull Reggie here. Hello, Reggie. Headless Reggie. Give me a second. Hey, Reggie, where's your head? Hey. Okay, so I've got Reggie's head. You see, Reggie. Consider you're up here like Reggie. Let's take his arms off. Don't need his arms. Pretend he's holding dumbbells. You're standing up there, and then you're bending this leg and then dropping this leg back down. Like that. See, back down, and then back up, back down. To keep balance, leaning forward as you do that, down, and then back up, and then straighten. Big quad sort of exercise. Did I feel it in hamstrings? Not really. Mostly quad. Just dropping down, and it was tough. Like, I went into these exercises thinking, yeah, I can do these. Low energy for the first round, though. Low energy. Not cool. Number 2, Fitball V-Passer. This one is hell for me. Hell. Okay, Reggie's back. Reggie, you're laying on the ground, and I actually need his arms for this one. Reggie, arm up. There we go. This one's going to be hard to demo, though. Do I have any? No, not really. So consider this. You have your arms up in the air like this. Well, no, not straight away. You have an exercise ball between your legs. You lift it up. You sit up. Grab it with your arms. Bend it back down. Put the exercise ball behind your head. Sit back up. Bring the exercise ball forward between your legs. Your legs take it, and then you drop it down to the ground. Lower yourself back down. 35 seconds of that. 20-second rest. 35 seconds of that again. It hurts. It hurts a lot. So, I was thinking I was failing a little bit because people behind and around me, they were doing it with ease. Realized I was doing the step up. They were doing it the easy way. Those jerks. So they were doing it, and it still works. It still does a good workout for abs and probably lower abs. They were lifting the ball up with their legs and lifting the legs higher passing it to their hands without doing the sit-up portion. You do the sit-up portion and it's essentially clamshelling you or like Ving you somehow. And I guess it works a broader area or works you more. But yeah, it worked me. Anyway, that was the struggle. You get up from that one. Well, I got up from that one, and I just felt that weird flushed head feeling. I don't know if any other people get that, but when you work yourself hard, push yourself really hard, exerting yourself, it just feels like your head wants to just jump off, like your skin wants to jump off your head or something. Weird. Moving on. Number 3, one-armed cable row. So the one-armed cable row, pretty simple. You're on a machine, get one arm up like that on a cable machine, pretty heavy. You then pull it back down here, I do a hard one. So you're doing that high intensity kind of twitch pull. So hard and then slow control back and then hard again. You switch your arms, you're doing that, and again, do a heavy weight, push yourself. I think it's hard to judge with the cable machines, but I think I was about 50 kilos per arm for that, and it was tough. Number 4 is everyone's favorite, the ab rollout. So these ab rollers, if you haven't seen them before, little wheels with handles either side. You roll yourself out and then back in if you can. You do need to know the technique though. So when you're about to do it, when you're kind of push up position on your knees, all fours kind of, but holding onto the ab roller, you kind of pull your tailbone under, and then I clench. What is wrong with me? My brain. You clench your butt cheeks, and that kind of, once you bring your tailbone under, clench your butt cheeks. That does for me hold my tailbone under as I start to roll out. So as you go forward and roll out, your tailbone wants to kind of come out and straighten, and that'll impact your lower back. So you're supposed to, as soon as you start it, like your tailbone feel like it's going out, you're supposed to stop rolling and pull back. I guess you can pull it further if you're not going to, if you're not feeling an injury, but you're the best judge of your own body, right? But keeping the tailbone underneath as much as possible, that does help protect your lower back, and then also focuses the effort in your abs. So that was pretty good. Technique though, I'm surprised about how much it impacts it. Ooh, okay, still talking. Number 5 was the kettlebell X hops. So this was, I hated it. For some reason my legs were just not liking it on the day. Kettlebell X hops was basically a squat. So you're holding a heavy kettlebell. You bring it up to your chest here. You go into a squat. You come up and then you put one leg out into a lunge. You come back up, squat, back up, into a lunge. And that's it, 35 seconds. I did do alternating legs during that one. You don't have to, one leg per set and then alternate to the other, but I just got into a rhythm, even though I hated it. Legs at the moment for me, they're just not pleasant to do. So squats, deadlifts. Deadlifts aren't bad, but squats and like quad-based exercises and lunges, I just not liking them at all. Anyway, number 6, box push-ups. Which ones were... these ones. It's a tough one. Those football V passes or the box push-ups. I don't know which one was my most hated one for the session. So essentially, push-up stance. As you drop down, you drop down to one side. You hold yourself there. You come across, and then you push up from that angle. Then back down, across, and then push back up. Ooh, I hated it. It was so hard for me, and I felt like I've been making improvements. I felt like I've been stronger, fitter. This one just ruined me. It destroyed any sense of improvement I've had in those areas as well. It was just demoralizing. But it is what it is. I'll improve. Little bits, little steps, and it all cumulative effects, and it will get there. Number 7, barbell clean and press. So this one, I was proud of myself. So I have been going some of the heavier weights because I do like to push myself. There's a chick at the gym. She's pretty good actually. She's strong, and if I try to keep up with her, it really pushes me as well. But so yeah, I went the heaviest weight. I think it was 2020, about 55 kilo clean and press. So I should try harder next time. But essentially, it's deadlift stance. When you do it, you power up. As you're powering up, you bring it up here, and you're supposed to flip around and catch it just like that. Heavier weights, as you're pulling up and flipping over, you're supposed to drop your legs as well so that you get under the weight and then can push up into it. And then from this one, you can do a little dip and push up with your legs, or just push straight up from there if you're feeling it. But I was not feeling it. 55 kilos. I think it was about 55. Well, yeah, whatever. So anyway, it is tough. It was a heavier weight for that. I feel like it's not too bad. One day I'd like to clean and press my own weight. It's a journey. It's a journey for that, but one day we'll see. But yeah, I was pretty proud with that. Pretty proud. I went to the top weight. I was able to do it for the 35 seconds. Couldn't get in, eight reps of that. It was low reps, but I was getting there. And according to some people around me, I made it look easy, even though in my head I was like, "You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. You're just gonna do it. This is so hard." Inner monologues. It kills me. Anyway, moving on. Number 8 was a lateral leg raise. So these ones are difficult for me. How do I describe it? A weight plate. You hold it down next to your weight. So Reggie can demo. Don't lose your head, Reggie. So consider Reggie here, and you're holding the weight plate here down next to your leg, next to your thigh, and the weight plate I think sits about there, and you're supposed to raise it out that way and then back down. Raise it that way, back down, whilst you're holding it here. So the arm should not be supporting that much weight. It should mostly be held by the leg, and it's supposed to be exercise, I think, deep in your hip areas. So it's a good exercise. I just don't feel like I can do much. And my groin always, I see all the women in the gym, they're just rotating the legs up and down, like lateral movement, and I'm just struggling to get So there's parts getting in the way, but I'll stretch them all out eventually. Number 9, Y bell side lunges. So I've shown these Y bells before. They're pretty cool. Let's see if I can do one again. Mr. Y bells. Let's see if I can find the Y bell. Is it this one? Y bell exercise. Let's try that. Y bell. What are these? There we go. Perfect picture. Perfect. These things are pretty cool. I quite like them because you can. So if your heaviest one isn't heavy enough, you can hold it there, but then you hold a second one by the handle on right next to it, and then likewise on the other corner. So you're holding 2 of these Y bells together to add extra weight. Pretty cool. But for these side lunges, looking back at this, you hold the middle bit. I discovered that gives you a really good grip with 2 hands. So good grip with 2 hands, and lets you pull it in against your chest for a bit of stability and centering of the weight. And then it's just a side lunge. So you're going a big lunge to the side. You're dropping down on the straight leg. You leave the other leg straight that you're not putting all the weight on, and you make sure that your toes are pointing up. And then you push back up, straighten, bring your feet together, down into another lunge. I didn't feel as much I just felt fatigue in my legs doing it today. So it was, yeah, it was all right. It was all right. Yeah. Anyway, last one was a hamstring slider. So the hamstring sliders, they are not fun. Not fun. So I've explained before, you can get this little pad with a grippy section on the top and the slidey section on the bottom. You put your foot on the pad, but not flat foot. You want to put your heel on the pad only for this one. And then you bring your foot, so you're laying on your back, you bring your both feet, so legs like that, you bring them both up as close as you can to your bum. One's on that slidey pad with the heel only, and you're like front of your foot raised, and you then go into a bridge. So say you're like, Reggie, come here. Reggie's difficult to do it because he loses his legs. So consider sit-up stance, and then the bridge is that sort of stance. So you're mostly on the back of your neck, shoulders, and your butt's raised in the air. And then one leg that's on the slidey thing, consider this one, would slide out as this leg comes up and your butt drops down. And you want to do that nice and slow and controlled because it targets right into your one hamstring that's on the slidey pad. And as it straightens out, it's carrying more and more weight and works you pretty hard. Pretty good. That was it. That was a strength session. No finisher today. Thankfully, that was a tough session anyway. As I said, I pushed myself with the weights. I was pretty proud of that clean and press. I hope that I can get some better weights later on, lifting heavier ones, but we'll see how we go. Catch you soon. Get out there and go lift some heavy things. Improve yourself. And again, give it some time. Get some consistency. You'll get there.
Waking up early, gotta lace those shoes tight. Every step's a battle, but I'm ready for the fight. Face in the mirror, seeing shadows of the past. But today I'm stronger, I'm rising up at last. With every heartbeat, I feel the fire ignite. Chasing my dreams, I'm reaching for new heights. My family's here and I can see the pride shine.